transportation network options. So as I had told you already, logistical network consists of manufacturing plants, warehouses, distribution centers, wholesalers, retailers, etc. Now we need to know over here what are the different network options, various transportation network options. So first one is direct shipment. Direct shipment with milk run. All shipments via central distribution center, shipping via distribution centers via milk run. So let us see what is this. Maybe all new terms for you. First one is direct shipment. From the name itself, it's clear. Here, the manufacturer supplies the goods directly from the manufacturing plant without using a warehouse or a distribution center. That means there is no intermediary in between. There is elimination of intermediaries and middlemen. Also, the transportation time is shorter. Hence, there will be more simplicity and coordination also. Coordination too, because manufacturer and customer only this is happening. There's interaction between the manufacturer and the customer only, like you can see over here. Or we can say a retailer. There is nobody, no intermediary over here. It's just they are sending the goods from the manufacturers to the retailers. It's done. There is no wholesalers, nobody, no agents, nobody in between. This is the simplest form of transportation network. That is direct shipment. Then direct shipment with milk run. Now, what is this milk run? A milk run is a route in which a truck either delivers product from a single supplier to multiple retailers or goes from multiple suppliers to a single retailer. It reduces outbound transportation cost by consolidating small shipments. Now listen carefully. A milk run is a route in which there can be two options over here. First option is the product is collected from a single supplier and given to multiple retailers, or the product is collected from multiple suppliers and given to a single retailer. You can see over here. See the first option. Two aspects of milk run strategy. That is the transportation option is direct shipment with milk run, and there are two options over here. First one is single supplier. A is the single supplier, as you can see over here, and from A itself it is going to different retailers. And see the second option, suppliers, different suppliers are there, and but only a single retailer. I hope you have understood the difference. Once again, I'll repeat it. A milk run is a route in which a truck is either delivering product from a single supplier. That is the first one. Single supplier to multiple retailers, or goes from multiple suppliers to a single retailer. You can see single supplier. A is in the first case, 1 and 2, the first one you can see. There is only a single supplier, that is A. From A, goods are being shipped to multiple retailers. And see the second case, there are so many retailers, suppliers A, B, C, and from here goods are going to only one retailer. That is a difference over here. So in figure 1, truck delivers products from A to PQR, and then again it will go to A. It will be returned to supplier A. Then second one, there are A, B, C, and many more will be there, and it is going to one single retailer. Now, next one is all shipments through central distribution center. Here, suppliers do not send shipment directly to the retailer. All the suppliers are sent to the distribution center, or DC bolte, DC, which then arrange the shipment as per individual orders. It is similar to the concept of cross-docking in warehouses. That is, there will be one intermediary in this case. There will be the supplier, there will be one intermediary. That intermediary will be the distribution center, or known as DC. From there, goods will be taken to the various retailers as per the individual orders. Shipment as per the individual orders. Then, shipments via distribution center using milk run. Shipments through distribution centers using milk run. Here what happens? Here the transportation network design is an extension of the same thing, direct shipment only, but here there is a distribution center in between. So in this system what happens? All the supplies will go to the distribution center. DC will be the intermediary is there. From here, goods are supplied to the retailers using milk run. But here what happens, all the shipments are combined and delivered to the retailers at the same time. Now milk run mein kaise tha ki there is one supplier, multiple retailers, or so many suppliers, single retailer. But here it is using milk run, but just the difference is that all the supplies will go to the distribution center first, that is the intermediary first. From there, the goods are supplied to the retailers using milk run. Like it could be again one single supply to many retailers, or many supplies to one single retailer, whatever is the case. So only thing is that there is an intermediary that is known as the DC, or the distribution center. So these are the various transportation network options. Once again, I'll make it clear. From beginning, we can see logistical network analysis. There are two important objectives of logistical network analysis. First one is to minimize the overall cost. Then to what cost? To minimize the overall logistics cost. Then to provide superior customer service. But one thing which we have to remember is that when we try to minimize the overall logistical cost, when we try to every time reduce the cost, that may affect the customer service. And when we always try to provide superior customer service, that may increase the logistical cost. So every time there should be balance between the two. And here a logistical network is very much important because it explains about the various facilities like which we have already seen, the various functions like warehouses, transportation, manufacturing plants, distribution centers, etc. So with the help of logistical network, we can easily understand what are facilities are required, the number of facilities, wherever it is located, geographical location of this facility, the work to be performed at each facility, etc. Together, it is known as logistical network analysis. And this is very important in logistics. Having a proper network is very important. Proper connection between all the participants or all the intermediaries are very important. Now here you can see the importance. Objectives or importance, quick response to market changes. Quick, very fast we will be able to understand what is happening in the market. Whether new customers have been added, existing customers have left your company or not, whether new market segments have been identified or not, or any such kind of trends in the market can be easily understood when you're having a good logistical network analysis. And accordingly, changes can be done in the company, like changing as per changing customer requirements, or maybe sometimes it can even be change of a location of the customer, or even we were able to identify new location of suppliers. It could be anything like that. Then it also helps to find out new market segment, then changes in the corporate policy, whether according to the logistical network analysis, we can add a manufacturing plant, we can reduce a manufacturing plant, we can delete a manufacturing product, we can add a product. Then sometimes we can even downsize the business. Downsize means we can sell out some of the business units which are not making profit. We can even re-engineer the entire system. Re-engineering means modification of the product or modification of the process by using maybe much more sophisticated technology, sophisticated equipments and all. Then revitalize the customer service. Revitalize means give a new life to the customer service by focusing on the customer. Here 2 points which are supposed to be remembered. That is, first one is lead time, response time. Lead time, when the lead time is reduced, the customers are satisfied. So always a company should see that the lead time is reduced. Always the focus should be on reducing the lead time in order to enhance customer service. Same way response time. Response time is the time taken to respond to the customer's queries or orders. That also should be reduced to the minimum so as to enhance customer service. Then apart from that, cost control in each and every logistical function, starting from transportation, warehousing, inventory, packaging, material handling, whichever be the logistical functions, it should be able to select the most best alternative out of various alternatives so that we can have a balance between cost and efficiency. Then after that, we have seen RORO, roll on, roll off, and we have seen LASH, lighter aboard ship. What is RORO, roll on, roll off? It is again a type of shipping vessel. This will help to reduce the loading and unloading cost. And it will also help to reduce the time, reduce the effort of the people. This was introduced to solve the problems of loading and unloading. What happens? The trucks which are containing the shipment are directly driven into a huge ferry. The ship will be carrying the consignment from the origin to the destination. The trucks are rolled into using a ramp. Once it reaches the destination, it is rolled off. It is a very common thing. It's found in Konkan Railways. They also provide this ro-ro service. Here is the picture of ro-ro, roll-on, roll-off. Lash means lighter about ship. This is commonly used, applicable for shallow water ports where large ships cannot come near the ports. In this cases, the ship or the large ship or the vessel, it stays in the deep water only, which is away from the shallow port. Here, consignments or goods are carried in small boats. These boats are called as barges. These barges are then shifted into the bigger ship using large cranes. Once this is reaching the destination, from there the barges are again lifted and taken away. This is the picture of a lash. You can see small ships, small boats which are known as barges, which is consisting of different consignments. Then transportation network options. 4 options: direct shipment from the supply or from the manufacturing unit to the retailer, no intermediary. Direct shipment with milk run, again no intermediary, but it can happen with 2 options. One, a single supplier, multiple retailers, or multiple suppliers, single retailers. All shipments where central distribution center, there will be DC, there will be an intermediary in between. Then shipping where central distribution center, where milk run. Here what happens? Same thing, it is just an extension of the direct shipment with milk run, but here only difference is that there is a distribution center, there is an intermediary in between. So this is about logistical network analysis. This is the last topic in this module, third module. Okay,